My name is Shahan Nercessian. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, USA. I'm 24 years old. Before coming to Armenia, I just graduated with my master's degree from engineering. And back at home, I was kind of feeling I wasn't advancing anywhere, either in the field of engineering or in music. I always felt stuck in the middle, and even though I always had encouragement and I even had achievements on paper like that, I just felt as though I wasn't realizing my potential, and I just needed some sort of environment where I could just kind of go off and figure out who I am. Very trite sense, I guess I can say that. And so I came to Armenia in June of 2009, and I wanted my job placement to be something related to engineering. I wanted to have a solid internship experience that was actually relevant to my education. I came with no real goals or anything like that, except as a musician I wanted to meet new Armenian musicians and maybe have the chance to play with them. That was probably the only concrete goal I had in mind. One day there was some concert at the Alibi Retro Club, and everyone knew that there would be some sort of jam session afterwards. And so I brought my guitar, and so after the concert I just plugged in and we started playing, and the vibe was right. And actually that was the night where I met Birthright Armenia, who's one of the best musicians in Armenia, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best musicians in the world, piano player. Armenian people really understand jazz well. They understand it better than I do. I once again started talking to Birthright Armenia, particularly about the chance to meet the people in this group, Katuner, and hopefully to play with them. And so they all kind of welcomed me with open arms, and I felt very at home in the sense that there's always been this unwritten kind of thing between us that everything is good, we enjoy your playing, we enjoy having you, I enjoy being with them and all this kind of stuff. In general, I'm not terribly nervous when I play in front of people, but I remember the first night that I played with Katuner, I hadn't been that nervous in a really long time. I'd seen them live in concert a few times, and I always noticed that they always wear similar T-shirts that somehow of Katuner. It has the Katuner logo and some I don't know, I want to call it Armenian embroideries or Armenian pieces of fabric on it. That was always a symbol of Katuner for me. And the day, the moment before we started playing, they gave me my shirt, as if I was I'm in the group, you know what I mean? And I remember after that, those emotions aside, we had to start playing or whatever. And we went on, and I was a little bit concerned that I hadn't practiced enough with them. And once the music hit, it just kind of figured itself out, and it was just one of the best musical experiences I've had. Katuner in a lot of ways has kind of been that kind of musical family that I need here, and some of the members in that group are my best friends in Armenia. This is the kind of country that there are so many opportunities available for people based on the nature of the people and the size of the country and all this kind of stuff. And in general, it's more about you. You have to be willing to say yes to things, and willing to embrace things that maybe require a little bit of activation energy on your part, but once you actually decide to be a little bit proactive about things, any opportunity that you want, you can do, but I just decided that I wanted to do this, while other people would maybe shy away from such opportunities. And I think that's basically the biggest difference between my experience and people that haven't been a part of Birthright. If it wasn't for Birthright, I wouldn't have been able to realize my potential in terms of my musical goals, in terms of some of my engineering goals, and I think that once again, when I decided to actually say yes to certain opportunities that came out of being part of Birthright, or being in Armenia through Birthright, I saw that there was no end to the opportunities and to the possibilities.